Good evening, everyone. We are back. It is time for a continuation of Elder Scrolls Online. We actually finished off with this one last stream, but I thought we could actually continue as well. I just had some feedback here. Because we've actually already almost finished Glenumbra. And so I essentially wanted to do our best to actually finish it tonight. I think the volume is way too high. I'm gonna put that down to 70, yeah. So I thought we would finish Glenumbra to see essentially, so we could, ideally we'll finish Glenumbra. If we don't actually, then it is what it is. We can see that we've got these two side quests to finish here. We actually have this whole region to finish. I actually was thinking in my mind we only had up here. So maybe it might be asking a bit much to actually finish everything today. But if we can, then fantastic. And so I don't want to beat around the bush too much. We're actually gonna go right now and get started with everything. All right, so here, yeah, we're talking about Weird and Coven. That's right. This is essentially where we were going through the bog, and we had to save some people because otherwise they were going to be sacrificed or something. This is partially where we rediscovered the werewolves. We also then discovered, let's see, that the Bloodthorn cult, I think they were called, they were the ones who were responsible for kidnapping then all the women and wanting to sacrifice them. Oh, that's right, I can hide. All right, so here, yeah, we have to talk with the Weird and see what she has to say about her involvement in all of this.
So you've come to the bog at last. I've waited for your arrival. It was written on the stones and in the sky.
You knew I was coming?
Fate has led you here, just as I have foreseen it. You wish to resolve the conflict between the Weird and the Coven. Mother Merc's anger and darkness run deep, even for a Hagraven. She's powerful and leads the Coven through fear and pain.
How do I stop Mother Merc?
You'll need this charm to defeat her, for she can siphon vitality from even the strongest foe. Kill the lesser hags and drain their power into this charm. But use the charm only when Merc tries to siphon your life force. Don't waste its power.
I'll defeat Mother Merc. That sounds quite... Well, I guess, Mother Merc is also trying to sacrifice people, presumably. So having to siphon vitality from others...
You can find the hags to the west. Just protect that charm. It is your best defense against Mother Merc.
Can I ask you some questions?
Ask. I will answer what I can.
Why is Mother Merc your enemy?
Mother Merc opposes the Weirises. She's your enemy, not mine. I can see how her darkness twists and harms the world around her, though. Such terrible things she does.
I don't understand.
The struggle between Weird and Hag is as old as the swamp itself. Both sides have sought my help, but this is not my battle. You, however, have picked a side. I help you and indirectly become involved, just as it should be.
Who are you exactly?
I am called by many names. Mire Witch, Old Bog Crone, the Swamp Seer. You may simply call me Sibelic.
Quite nice name, Sibelic. Are you a Weiris?
No, I come from the Reach, just like Mother Merc and Angoff. Not everyone who comes from the Reach seeks to do evil. The Weird are hospitable, so I reside with them. Yet I don't begrudge Mother Merc her wickedness. It was her path to choose.
How will the charm help me against Mother Merc?
Mother Merc uses dark magic. She will drain your life to restore her own vitality. The charm, once empowered, will reflect her magic back upon her. But you must use it at the correct time or it won't be of much help.
All right. Then hopefully I will remember or know when to use it at the correct time. such that I don't end up siphoning the vitality from myself, but I've got a good feeling that the game will tell me pretty much exactly what I need to. So I first need to identify some hag corpses, as the indicator shows us that should be somewhere over here. Hopefully the volume's okay. Let me know if I need to turn down any of the ambient music or any of the side effects. Oh, I forgot that with this dude. Yeah, there we go. I essentially need to attack from the shadows. So here's another one. We go like this and jump. So like I said. But we do that. And then bam. I don't know if they... Well, I was going to say, I don't know if they've actually buffed this class, which they may have, but particularly this seems to be super strong. The fact that I'm level 8 or 9 or something like that, and can nearly two-shot, well, that is two-shotting, I can nearly one-shot the mobs is really quite impressive. And I don't have that great of gear. I mean, I do have a set, so the last time I streamed, we, through all the quests that we did, we were able to, here, let's see, where was it? Get the werewolf, yeah, the werewolf set. So, I do get those bonuses, of course. Oh, nice, there's another player over there. Tranquil Death. What a welcoming name. Oh, that's fine. Essentially, the set that I'm wearing right now is a set that you just automatically get from doing all of these side quests. So that's quite a nice thing, particularly if you're just starting off in this game, that you can just do these side quests and immediately get a set. I mean, obviously you can get a set from doing dolmens, from doing the delves, from doing world bosses, doing all sorts of things. Okay, here we go. So, do I need to use the charm now? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think so. I think I accidentally used it at the wrong time. There. Okay, I guess not. So I can use it whenever? And then once... Yeah, now I can use this, I assume. Oh, my potion, yeah, so now I can't attack her. I mean, I didn't actually expect it to be anything difficult, just because this game is not known for difficult content, at least in the overland content. If you're trying to progress and push dungeons and such, sure. And particularly raids. But for the overland content, not really. And that is okay. That is not the point of this Let's Play. And this stream, essentially, is not to play super difficult content. Instead, it's just meant to have fun. And explore the side quests and see what all of these side quests have to offer. All right, so we killed... That fight was a little bit anticlimactic. Just because I don't know if the hag was stuck in the door, but that then prevented me from attacking a little bit more normally. But yeah, it was a little bit anticlimactic.
You have returned,
I
and
have.
you are victorious, just as I have foreseen it.
I defeated Mother Merc.
I sensed her departure. The shadows cast by her destructive anger will fade from these fens in time. Perhaps you will find peace in whatever lies beyond this plane. You did well, I think.
Sounds like you feel sorry for Mother Merc.
She was a dark and dangerous creature, to be sure. I do not mourn her, but I wish her to be at peace. Mother Merc's influence on the hags was strong. With her gone, the balance of the fens will change.
I hope this puts an end to the danger facing the refugees.
Indeed, with Mother Merc gone, the hags will wither and the weird will prosper. You, however, have somewhere else to be. I see a long road ahead of you, traveler. Tread carefully.
Okay, so here we can then get a staff, and then this is the word tree's blessings set, which I believe, exactly, particularly just because it's a staff, that's then more magic-based set. All right, nice, level 10. Let's see what we can get. Claim. All right, we'll get some more stamina and some health. Again, I know I'm not doing this ideally, but I don't really care. This class is just going to be overland content. All right, so let's then buff a couple. Ooh, we can now buff. We can essentially get the next level of this teleport strike, which even in its base form, this is really strong. Exactly. For a lot of things, I want to be able to change them to stamina, though. Converts to a stamina ability and deals physical damage. Also grants you Empower and Minor Berserk. Yeah, nice. Increasing the damage of your heavy attacks against monsters by 121% and your damage by 5. Yes, definitely that. Shadow, we're not interested in Blur. Siphon, Catalyst. After drinking a potion. Okay, I think we want to do this. Increases your physical against enemies you are flanking. But at least increases the duration of stun from sneak by 100%. So that's helpful. And then for armor, we should probably do dexterity. We should essentially build out some of those. Also racial with here robustness and such. All right, so let's go ahead and rank, right? We'll rank then that quest. Entertainment-wise, I thought it was a 2 out of 5. Nothing to write home about. Well, I think we were saying if it's nothing to write home about, it was nothing really too fantastic, then we'd do 3 out of 5. Length was 2 out of 5. And the storytelling, I would say, was a little bit better. So last time, we had 2 side quests that were really strong. And so those received 4 out of 5. It wasn't quite 5 out of 5. It really didn't knock me out of my chair. It didn't really knock the whole storytelling component out of the water or out of the field. And so this certainly, yeah, it definitely helps with the lore building. Trying to think of then some of the other ones. 2 out of 5, 3. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I would say a 2 out of 5 for this as well. Okay. Then on to Crocodile Bounty, which I had forgotten that we have to actually collect some crocodile teeth. Yeah, we have to essentially go here, collect these. And essentially this, yeah, I assume this just means going around and killing X number of crocodiles until we get enough teeth. Probably just 1 or 2 more. All right, there's 1. So essentially now, oh, and look, there's, okay, so I have to remember this. Where are we now? Here. Oh, although I think if I, well, okay, I'm just gonna have to remember, or not even remember, I'm just gonna put that marker there. Remind me that that's where the next side quest is, because I otherwise have to go up this way to turn it in, which is good anyway, because I have to unlock that way shrine, that teleportation shrine essentially, so we can get 2 birds with 1 stone. I have a feeling that this crocodile bounty is just going to be a basic, right, like we essentially, oh, there's another side quest. Wow, there are really a lot up here, particularly more than what we had in the south. So the density of side quests is certainly increased considerably.
Huh? What do you want with this old hunt master?
I'm here to claim the bounty on the crocodiles. Oh, as I also get attacked. Or not.
Are you now? You're the first one today who still has all his arms and legs. Ah, these are pretty disgusting. Here, take your gold.
Okay, and that's what I thought. Yeah, that's essentially, so the crocodile bounty, that was just a run-of-the-mill fetch quest, I would say. All right, so entertainment, definitely a 1 out of 5. Length, 1 out of 5. Storytelling, 1 out of 5. Now we've got a quest down there. We've got one here, and we've got one right back there. So we've got really quite a lot. So I'm gonna actually collect a number of them just because I want to make sure that I don't miss them.
Welcome to the Arsene, an adventurer from the looks of you. Live by the sword and die by it, as they say.
Yeah,
What brings you to our humble camp?
I'm looking for work.
I might have something that will interest you. We captured a Red Rook messenger prowling around our camp. We think he was going to a Red Rooks and Bloodthorns meeting. Rumor is they're forming an alliance, but we can't get the messenger to talk.
Want me to talk to him?
Might as well give it a shot. He's been telling us a sad story about his kidnapped family, but I don't believe a word of it. If you want to try to make the bandit talk, he's right over there.
I'll see what I can find out. Okay. Dwinarth Ruins is the name of this quest. Dwinarth. Oh, no, it's called Vines and Villains. Vines and Villains.
Please, you have to listen to me. My family's in danger. No one will listen. I'll tell you everything I know, but you have to help me. I'm begging you.
All right, I'm listening.
First, you have to promise to help me. I didn't stumble into a Lion Guard camp by accident. I came here for help, not to be taken prisoner. I had no choice. They're holding my family.
So this is actually the first time we've been given this Intimidate option, which obviously we can't use. That's from the Fighters Guild skill line, which I don't even think we've unlocked. I know we've unlocked the Mages Guild, but because we don't have that unlocked, we'll probably have to do 1 or 2 more steps. So who's holding your family?
The Red Rooks. I'm a tracker. I know this area like the back of my hand. The Red Rooks tried to convince me to join them, but I said no. So they captured my family and threatened to kill them. I want those bastards dead just as much as anyone.
Well, I'll rescue your family if you tell me what you know.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know, but only after they're safe. They're holding my family in an abandoned house to the south of this camp. If you get them back here safely, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
All right, then I guess we're gonna go rescue Kip's family. I can imagine. I was gonna say I could imagine. Oh wow! Wait, it's like right there. You would kind of think that these people here could just be like, well, we literally just have to walk down this hill, and that's where they are. But I'll be nice and sneaky.
That's not a stew pot. It's my laundry.
And I can.
You aren't one of them. Please, help us. These bandits grabbed us. They're using us to force my husband to help them. I'm so worried about him.
That was kind of cool that you could just, again, that's definitely an advantage of playing the Nightblade classes. I can just sneak past all of the mobs. I can imagine though, that's nice, quite the face. Probably if we have to escort them out, then we'll have to kill the other guys, but that's fine. Your husband is at the Lion Guard camp to the northeast. You'll be safe there.
Kip is safe. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Come, Darciel. We need to get out of here and find your father.
It's like, go ahead. I actually didn't kill anyone, so they could very well just attack you on sight. So, just as a warning. But, in fact, they won't. I need to level up my cuisine, or my cooking, because I don't have, I'll double check, I might have gotten something from a login reward, but I don't have any meals.
They're safe, thank the Divines. And thank you for believing me. I'll tell you everything I know about the Red Rooks and the Bloodthorns.
I'm listening.
The Bloodthorns and Red Rooks plan to finalize their alliance. They're meeting in secret right in the ruins behind you. But the relationship has been rocky at best from what I was able to see. I don't think it will be very hard to force them apart.
Well, how can I force them apart?
Just wiping out the ones at this meeting won't be enough. That might even bring the two groups closer together since you'd be giving them a common enemy. No, you need to turn them against one another.
I'll attack them while disguised as Red Rook? Oh. Okay, check. Kill the envoy. And check Red Rook packs for a new disguise. Alright. Okay, so it looks like yeah, that's more up that way. Where was the other side quest? I thought I had seen it. Wasn't it down here while we were making our way up? Or maybe what I thought was an additional side quest was actually that one there. We'll see. Okay, like I said, I want to see if I can actually... Yeah, I've got that. Okay, and these are just elixirs. Which, also helpful, but... Alright, he'll be fine. Attack, 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 attack. Should actually attack. Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, we got a lead. Which I can't do on this character. Because I haven't unlocked the antiquity system. But I could certainly do that on my main. Alright, so let's see if we can find... a pack. Ah, no, but a heavy sack with 4 neon root. Though, I'm just probably going to sell all those things. Didn't see a pack anywhere. I mean, it's saying I should go there, which I was. But maybe it's because I just didn't,
Bloodthorn, to arms! The Red Rooks have betrayed us!
Iron Cuirass. Oh, there's the... Okay, that's why it was sending me there. Because it just wanted me to kill the envoy. I think what I actually should have done was find... You can see a lot of people. Wow, a lot of people are coming out this way. But I should have actually found a disguise and then come in this way. And then I wouldn't have been attacked in the first place. But that's okay. I think they've got a cooking fire. Yes, it looks like it. Let's see. Okay, I do not have any recipes. Then, never mind.
So, I'm going to take a wild guess here. All that commotion coming from the ruins? That was you, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Good work.
I disrupted the meeting by killing the Bloodthorn envoy while disguised as a Red Rook. Well, this part isn't true.
A job well done, then. No good would have come from such an unholy alliance. While you were gone, I decided to let Kip and his family go. Couldn't stand seeing his wife and daughter so distressed. I even tossed him a shirt and a pair of pants.
Well, thank you much. I've actually got this set already, but this is good because I can replace what I'm wearing now with this medium.
There you are.
All right, I'm going to replace that because now I've got another piece of medium gear. Oh, what are you doing up here? We're obviously not going to complete this one because this is a main quest, as you can see from the indicator above his head. But we helped Vargos Groguthra with one of the actually really good side quests. So the one of 2 excellent side quests that we played through in this area. He was then one of the brothers. And we help to uncover essentially a scheme, this hidden scheme between a noble who initiated putting things into the feed, I believe it was, of harpies, and that caused them to go aggressive. And they essentially pretended that, or essentially created then this whole situation such that they had to hire people to capture the harpies and take their eggs to then sell them for a lot of money and such. And we uncovered that whole mess, and he and his brothers were then hired to capture the harpies. All right, let's go back. Oh, no, before we do that, we need to rate Vines and Villains. That was not a fetch quest, but it wasn't anything. So again, entertainment, I don't know, entertainment, I'd say 2 out of 5. Length, 1 out of 5. Well, we did have to, it started off a little bit promising with with having to go save his family. It was just a little bit funny in that we just snuck in, talked to them, and then they just ran out, even though all the mobs were still there. So that's a little bit unfortunate in that, particularly the storytelling aspect was a little bit lacking. So I'd say 2 out of 5. Right. So if we essentially say that a basic fetch quest is 1 out of 5, where you're really just going from one point to the other, maybe turning something in, and that's about it, then I would definitely say that's a good baseline for 1 out of 5. You're not really developing anything further. So if it's not a fetch quest, but it's still very basic of go here, talk to this person, maybe kill one thing, that's pretty 2 out of 5. All right, Mighty Mordra, what do you have to say? I'm gonna essentially, go ahead and scare away all the fish for you.
Off to adventure in this cave full of bloodthirsty spiders, are you? Awful brave of you facing so many monsters. Hope you brought some friends.
I'm not afraid of spiders.
Is that right? Well then, sounds to me like you could be one of the Undaunted.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So again, I'm gonna say goodbye because, so this is actually an entrance to a dungeon, right? Spindle Clutch Dungeon. And she will unlock the Undaunted skill line. And that will then essentially, you need the Undaunted skill line to unlock helpful skills for, helpful skills just for any type of build. So yes, it technically is a side quest, but it's kind of like the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild. They themselves have their own main quest that you can follow. And so we're not going to actually go through that. Okay, I don't need to unlock that. I actually wanted to go up here to the shrine. Yeah, because we're otherwise not going to worry about the world bosses. There's a Mundus stone. I mean, this world boss is up. If someone comes along, because I definitely would not be able to kill. And there's a sky shard. Let's go ahead and get this while we're here. So these I definitely wouldn't mind getting, particularly because they give us some more skills. See, and look at that. We've already got an entirely new skill point. And so here I want to do, robustness. We essentially need some of our recovery, our stats recovery. That never hurts. All right, no one else is here, then we are going to continue. Like I said, particularly the world bosses from before. So essentially these vanilla world bosses are certainly soloable now. But any of the world bosses in the DLC, I can imagine if you've got good gear, you can solo some of them, I would think. But definitely not all of them. There, it makes more sense to do that together. Oh, is this...
ladyship gotten to?
Oh, I think I actually know this. Yeah, I know this side quest. or at least I recognize Stibbins, and so I think this has potential.
Good day to you. Have you come at the summons of her ladyship?
No, I haven't. Who is her ladyship?
Lady Laurent, a Daggerfall noble who collects ancient artifacts. She's come to the tombs in search of lost treasures. I only hope she hasn't gotten into trouble again.
What do you mean?
Well, supper is nearly ready. It's not like her ladyship to be late for dinner, especially when she asked me to open a bottle of her finest wine. Do you suppose something unpleasant might have befallen her in the tomb?
I don't know. I can find out. Did just want to check something. Yeah, that looks okay. All right, good, good. Just gonna check something. Yeah, okay, that's good. For some reason, I just thought all of a sudden, oh no, is my mic mic working? But it is, so that's good. All right, I could get this. So I could finally learn a recipe. And yeah, the satchel, that's fine. Okay. Like I said, I hope this is what I'm thinking it is. So Tomb of Lost Kings. Go ahead and add this to our quest list. Tomb of Lost Kings. So it's definitely a good sign that it's having us. That kind of looks like Stibbins there, though, wearing something else. Oh. Forgotten Seneschal.
You've come to the tomb for treasure, of course.
No.
Everyone does.
Who are you?
In life, I was the royal seneschal of King Anton of Daggerfall. I died in this tomb along with my king. His Majesty's bones have turned to dust, but I remain. Perhaps we can help each other. One favor for another.
It kind of looks funny here on his forehead. It's kind of glitching out. Help? How exactly?
A noble with delusions of treasure hunting entered the tomb earlier. I can help you find the vault she seeks. In return, you shall help me.
What do you need from me?
Let's make sure you actually have the skills I require before we discuss that. I want to see how you deal with the traps my former liege put in place. Go, speak to the lady. We shall talk more later.
All right. So be it. All right, we can get these things just so I can sell that for later. Ah, okay, there's... Ooh, first of all, here's a heavy sack. And there's Lady Clarisse Laurent.
Ah, another adventurer. Of course you know who I am. I'm famous, as you know. When it comes to ancient artifacts, no one in Glenumbra has more expertise than I do.
Stibbins sent me to find you.
Ah, excellent. My other assistant has been... well, I suppose the technical term is consumed. I told her not to get so close to that giant lizard. Anyway, I could use your help.
The technical term is consumed. She was engorged. What do you need?
I'm going to recover the legendary jeweled crown of Anton. Well, as soon as we can get into the locked vault. I understand the place is filthy with traps and undead creatures. You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
You want me to get the ground for you?
Ah, you do understand. 4 keys open the vault. The keys of flames, blades, strife, and crowns. 3 of the keys are hidden in this tomb. I have the 4th key. It's an heirloom. Been in my family for generations. Take it, and get the other keys.
All right. That's very trusting of her. She does not know me at all. And yes, I said that Stibbins sent me, but it was otherwise just very much like, hey, this dude sent me. She believed me, first of all, and then just gave me an heirloom key. This is why I wanted to kill that guy, for more neon root. Yeah, but she was just essentially like, okay, yeah, here, this key's been in our family for generations. Take it and go find the other ones. It's like, what happened?
A king must tend to each of the bright flames of his kingdom equally.
It's like, okay, what would happen if I then just left? I think I have to do this in a certain order, don't I? I somehow remember that being the case. No, or not. Key of Flames. Easy enough. All right, that's above, so we can go over this way. Oh, that looks safe.
A king must use tactics and strategy, never risking his kingdom with reckless actions.
Oh, ow. We can then just go this way. I think, okay, no, it does stop. So essentially, now we can go. Key of Blades. I guess I have to get up here. Okay. Oh, it keeps going. Run! Nice. Okay, hide and go up over this way. Cool place. Wow, okay, you could actually, I mean, not that these are going to be anything good, but actually, oh, you know what, now that I think about it, I can take these. Again, it's not that I need them, but I can take them and then just sell them. Just for some gold. They're not gonna, right, they're not worth much, but particularly at the beginning of the game when I just need to accrue some gold, it can be very helpful. I meant to go that way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see this over. I didn't see this opening. When it said above, when we came down here, we came over this way the first time.
Too close nor too distant from those who serve his kingdom.
Oh man. Almost got it. I couldn't quite tell what the radius was for that, but almost got it. Meaning almost got it on the first try. Yeah, you can send me back, thank you. Hey, so now this is where we probably have to go back up. I know I've said this like 8 times before, but I cannot get over how cool it is to just be able to shadow step past all of those to continue the quest. Could maybe argue that it takes away from, you know, the battle aspect. Simply, like, obviously it does simply because I'm not fighting. But, ooh, what do we have here?
With blade, a king defeats his enemies. In flames, a kingdom is forged. You have passed the trial of kings. The vault shall open.
Nice.
Approach the vault. I will speak to you there.
All right. That wasn't very far, but
I helped you get this far, so return the favor and free me from this prison.
what do you want me to do?
I can't enter the vault, so listen well. There are 2 crowns inside, but you may take only one. One is King Anton's jeweled crown. The other bears the curse that binds me here. I want you to take the cursed crown.
Will the curse harm me?
No, your soul is already trapped elsewhere. But if anyone else touches it, they will be bound here. They will take my place, and I will be free.
You want me to doom Lady Lauren?
Greed and cowardice have a price. She craves this tomb's treasures, but she wants you to take the risks. I would consider this justice.
Touché. He's not wrong. Though, again, just because I know essentially how this... I think I know how it goes down. Alright, we'll do this thing first. But this is quite nice. Definitely getting more of that boss feel. Or essentially kind of mini boss, particularly with then all these ads. I definitely need to get some AoE. Alright, but as you can see, it's still, like in terms of gameplay or combat, it's not anything difficult. But that's not going to change. Alright, so this looks like the regular one. Yeah, that's the cursed one. Okay, do we want to take the cursed or the regular one? Meaning, yeah, because this will then free him. This isn't. So in the other, what was it? In the other side quest, we decided to be kind of evil. And so that would be this one. Because we're then gonna let that guy go. Oh, although being evil, I guess, would have been this more so, because it would have then forced that guy to stay while we essentially got away with what we wanted. But oh well, too late. Then I guess we're also freeing this guy without really knowing if he's that valiant and upstanding of a person, or whether he was. But we will see.
You made it. Well done. Did you get the crown?
Yes, I have it here.
That's it. The jeweled crown of Anton. Ah, you are quite the capable dungeon delver.
Mm-hmm.
Please, place the crown on the table so that I can gaze upon its majesty. Stibbins, could you come and put this lovely crown away, please?
No.
Of course, my lady.
Exactly.
Oh dear. I seem to be dead. However, I feel drawn to this place now. Bound to it somehow.
I'm free. Now what? I only know how to be a servant. How pathetic.
Stibbins, are you all right?
Of course, my lady. Let me just put this away for you. There we are, my lady. Safe and sound.
Very good. Exactly, and that's what I figured was going to happen.
If
Because
you'll excuse me, my lady, I think this stew could use more fish.
Oh, what happens if we go over this? If we follow him? Oh, he disappears. So that's essentially what I thought was going to happen. This becomes a repeating storyline or a repeating side quest where we have to do something for Lady Clarisse Laurent, and Stibbins is always with us, and Stibbins essentially always gets the shaft. Like in this case, he either dies or he gets into some sort of horrible accident, whereas Lady Clarissa, she gets away with everything essentially. And so it's quite funny. I definitely liked that. We got to a new area. We had a boss essentially. There was some good storytelling, entertainment. So I'm gonna say entertainment. For this, I'm gonna say 5 out of 5. Length was probably 4 out of 5. Wasn't too long. Although I should probably, I think 3 out of 5 would be fine. And storytelling, definitely 4 out of 5, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this Mundus stone because I don't have one. So this is then the lover, which I believe is Magicka, but I can't quite remember. Let's see. Increase physical and spell penetration. Okay, that's fine. It's, you know, it's probably not. It's almost definitely not the Mundus stone I actually want as a Knight's Blade, but it works. All right, we'll get some more stamina, and then Lunar Blessing, increase your maximum health. Yeah, good. All right, and then afterwards, yeah, we're going to continue to do some medium, so I can get Windwalker. Increases your stamina recovery by 2% for each piece. Yeah, so that would be good. Okay, I didn't see Red Petal Bastion. I don't remember that one. I didn't see any side quests as we were running through this way, which they may not have been. So we're just going to keep running up here because if you saw, right, we're starting to get up to this very, I think that crosswith up there, that's the culmination of the zone story. It will take you there essentially to maybe then deal with then the Bloodthorn cultists, who knows, but
Help us. We can't resist much longer.
let's see what Sir Marley Oris has to say.
We can't resist much longer. Soon we'll be forced to answer their call.
What's wrong, Spirit?
Our masters were the ancient rulers of High Rock, at rest these many years. Now, Bloodthorn cultists have disturbed the burial mounds and stolen the ruling regalia from the tombs of our kings. We can't stop them.
What prevents you from stopping them?
The Bloodthorn drain our wills. If you recover the regalia they stole and return it to the crypts, it will restore our leaders. They are strong spirits, and our joined wills can resist the cultists. I sense the regalia. It is still nearby.
I'll find the regalia and return it to the crypts.
These Bloodthorn are nothing more than grave robbers. Take back the regalia they stole and return each item to its proper tomb. They hide the items in the groundskeeper's cottage, south of the burial mounds.
Do you know why they took the regalia?
To control our ancient kings, just as they try to control us. We were at peace, stranger, silent in watchful slumber. Then the screaming began. Not just in our minds, but in our souls.
You were screaming?
No, not us. At least not at first. They were loud, insistent voices, crying in our minds, screaming, "Submit, submit!" They broke our will and shattered our defenses. They want us to join them.
What do you know about the Bloodthorn?
They're servants of Molag Bal. They seek to conquer Glenumbra. Please stop them. We won't be able to resist the Bloodthorn much longer.
Okay, so this is quite nice. We've got another quest concerning the Bloodthorn cultists. So that was one of the first quests we were confronted with. So, cursed treasure, retrieve the stolen regalia. Oh, it's in a... Oh, it's down there. Yeah, I would have thought it was up that way. All right. That voice actor played... I cannot remember that antagonist's name. From World of Warcraft, not Arthas, but the You Are Not Prepared dude. What is his name? Did anyone in chat know? No. Yeah, I keep thinking Arthas, but that's obviously not it. Arthas is then, Arthas is the Lich King. All right, we'll grab these regalia. And this. That's gonna bother me if I don't look that up. Who said it's prepared? World of Warcraft. Illidan, exactly. I can't believe I could not remember that. That's like one of the most iconic. Oh, hey! I did think it was a little bit weird that there were no mobs here, but I guess it could have also just been an abandoned building. But yes, Illidan. So the voice actor that we were just talking to, that voice actor also voice acted Illidan. Okay, we apparently need to sell... Okay, we've got my allies. Sell some things because I am out of space. So I don't need any of these. I think I'm gonna keep one bow. Oh, that's right. I got the Prophet's Dagger, and I forgot to actually equip it. Derp. All right, light, Breton, light, iron, light. No. Okay, we don't want any of that. And we don't want that. We can keep those. Yeah, and these things are what I'm then just going to sell. I know I mean, I could certainly sell those things. Oh, look, and here was the Red Rook disguise. That was the one that I wanted, but that was the one that I wanted, but I forgot, or I didn't realize where it was. Okay, we can unlock that. Then, no, I want that. This is gonna go here. Okay, we at least got 500 gold, which essentially all the gold is just gonna go to expanding my inventory slots. Because you can and should buy those with gold, as opposed to crowns. You should not use crowns to expand your inventory size. That's just a waste, I would say. And it looks like there is another quest here. Oh, who are you?
I suffer eternal dishonor for failing my lady, the Emerald Princess. I am no longer worthy of the post I hold.
Who was the Emerald Princess?
She was our beloved ruler, a queen with martial skills and unsurpassed beauty. Her shield, the green aegis, protected her in battle. It was the symbol of our undying loyalty to her.
The green aegis. I always thought that was pronounced aegis. Interesting. Maybe they pronounced it wrong. Can also happen. All right, well, we'll put the shield back.
Once more, the green aegis defends its lady's resting place.
Yeah. He also said aegis, though, so it could also have multiple pronunciations.
I'm not your enemy.
Harold Windvale, what are you doing here?
Wait, I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, what are you doing down here?
I'm hiding. I didn't know the Bloodthorns were going to desecrate this burial site. My ancestors are buried here. My great-great-grandfather appeared before me, demanded I atone for the desecration. If I don't, he said he'd haunt me.
Aren't you a Bloodthorn cultist?
I made a mistake when I joined them. If I go back out there, they'll kill me. Please, help me appease my ancestors. The Bloodthorns stole sacred candles from the tombs. Retrieve them and light them at my family tombs so they know I still honor them.
Okay, I'll place the candles for you.
Look for the tombs of the Windvale Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very important in their time. I'd suggest honoring the Windvale Founder's tomb last. He was really angry, scared me witless when he just appeared out of nowhere.
Okay, so we got another one, Forgotten Ancestry. Well, essentially do both of them at the same time. Why did you join the Bloodthorn cult?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I was never let in on any big secrets or plans, though. According to the founder, I joined because I'm a shiftless idiot and a lazy, good-for-nothing slob. It really ripped into me.
What will you do if I help you? Well, I quite like this. I still don't understand why you joined the cult, though.
Because of Angoth. He seemed like the strong leader that Glenumbra so desperately needs. He can be very persuasive. I never thought about the harm we were doing until the ghost of my own ancestor confronted me.
Aren't you afraid the cult will retaliate?
Of course I am. I'm so scared I can't think straight. That's why I'm begging for your mercy and your aid. When this is all over, I'm gonna run. North, east, anywhere my feet will take me.
All right, well, I'll place the candles for you.
Look for the tombs of the Windvale Patriarch, Matriarch, and the Scion. They were very important in their time. I'd suggest honoring the Windvale Founder's tomb last. He was really angry, scared me witless when he just appeared out of nowhere.
What will you do if I help you?
I'm going to do whatever I can to make up for my mistakes. I'll get out of here and go home to Daggerfall. Find something useful to do, maybe help my father at his tailor shop. I certainly won't be joining any other cults in the near future. Not me.
All right. Well, I'll at least help you with your quest to place then these candles everywhere. All right, so we got one down. Here we've got, I was going to say, I imagine we have to go to all of these areas. I imagined correctly. So we'll sneak past all of these guys. But it would be good to get this. All right, there's the next one. Yeah, I desperately need some food to increase my stats.
I have failed in my duty. I could not defend the trophies of the Supreme Hunter, the Ivory Lord.
Who was the Ivory Lord?
My lord was a hunter. He stalked dangerous game from Skyrim to Valenwood. No beast could elude him, no target could evade his arrow. It took many assassins to lay him low.
That's okay. I've got the regalia. I'll put it back, and then you can essentially leave at rest. Or be at rest.
Once more, the Ivory Lord's defends his treasures.
Aha. Got a nice little book. Anything else for me? No. I wonder who said that. It sounded like he said it in my head. I'm gonna just go ahead and grab this way shrine real quick, just because it's over here. And with that, that should be the northernmost way shrine, I believe. We'll have discovered then most of them. Crossitch, yeah. And then down here is where we have to. We've got the wormwood. Although it's not really worth collecting these, again, just because I sell them immediately. All right, we will place these. Grave of Winville Patriarch. Knight of the Golden Prince.
I failed to protect the regalia of my exalted lord, the Golden Prince.
And who was this Golden Prince?
He was a ruler of great wealth and renown. He brought trade and prosperity to High Rock. The prince's power was in his vast reserves of gold, the balm that soothes all tempers.
What's going on down there? There's a storm a-brewing down there. I think it's another player. Yeah, they were then just attacking that. Oh, hello, werewolf. All right, well, I'll return the regalia, and you can rest.
Once more, the bride of the Golden Prince protects his treasures.
What was that? That was creepy. I think it also glitched, or maybe it glitched because you. I think it. Ooh, yes, nice. This is exactly what. I mean, it's not anything special. That bow, but it's at least something nice to have for once I unlock dual wielding or no weapon switching, that I can get the bow, and it's at least not just a green. Right, matriarch. No, I thought that there was an order. Why can't I do that? Or have I mean, maybe that's what I was just saying. I thought that there was a specific order that you had to do this in. And it seems like I did not do that in the correct order. Maybe I just have to log out or something. It may have just glitched. But I will also just go ahead and do this thing first. And maybe by the time we're done with this one, which is the last one, then that'll have unlocked.
I was too weak to protect the tomb of my lord, the Iron Son of High Rock.
Yes, we know. All four of you were too weak. But who is this Iron Son?
He was a mighty ruler of ancient Camlorn. His powerful blade of sky-fallen iron forged a mighty dynasty. In war and peace, he ruled by the sword.
Mm-hmm. A sky-fallen iron forged. Or iron. Oh, is there a bloodthorn down here? No, doesn't look like it. If anything, it looks like there could be a giant spider somewhere.
Once again, the Iron King's flame will burn those who try to steal his blade.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, who's talking there? Ah, there we go.
Sheathe your weapon. I may be dead, but I am not your enemy.
Who are you?
Mortal, Know that I am Donel Dellen, once King of Daggerfall. Your deeds have not gone unnoticed, and I thank you for your help.
Thank you.
However, the danger has not passed.
Oh.
These necromancers plan to enslave us and turn us against our descendants.
Ah, okay. King Dellen's sick gloves. Silk gloves. You restored. This could be good. Oh, magicka recovery. Don't really need that.
The Bloodthorn no longer desecrate our tombs, but our faithful knights are still at risk. The grave robbers use soul-twisting sorcery to enslave them.
What should I do? Okay, so this is then one of our, I think there was one other quest maybe, where you completed one quest and it immediately bled into the next one, or opened up the next one. So what should I do?
Slay these Bloodthorn cultists. Rescue the spirits they are trying to enslave. To my great sorrow, Sir Grandin has already heeded their evil call. Find his tomb to the east and destroy him. When that is done, find me on the Monument Hill.
I'll free the spirits and destroy Sir Grandin.
Slay the Bloodthorns. Break their hold over our servants. Our servants have been loyal and true. Such commitment must not be repaid with slavery.
Who was this Sir Grandin?
Sir Grandin was a great hero of High Rock. Standing alone in the pass to Stormhaven, he turned back the raging Nord invaders. As the first spirit to fall to the Bloodthorns, he will be a fearsome opponent.
All right, goodbye. Ah, okay. So I have to kill some of these, because they will have candles, and then I can place the candles. So that's why when I tried to interact with it... See? Sacred Candle. Now I can. Aha. Grave of the Windvale Scion. And then there should be one more. Exactly. And I can then essentially, because it seems like I have to go over there anyway, if there are these... What is that? Oh, I think it's a dead one. Yeah, I've got to kill those anyway. So if I can, while I'm making my way over to the final tomb, I will do so. Is there one here? No. These are the original tombs, I believe. There's none there either. I think I remember this also being one of the quests where, right, like we all share then the same spawns. So if someone's killed one, then you just have to wait until it respawns. But we'll do this anyway. Talk to Silas Windvale. Before... Yeah, because this is then Forgotten Ancestry. What was... Oh, shoot. I didn't actually... add the previous quest. Okay, now here's a question. Builder's key, location, houses. Because I don't think, is there actually a completed quests? Lore library, leaderboards. I don't think so. Right, these are all the books. Wow. Hireling correspondence. No. Achievements, leaderboards. No. Okay, shoot. So servants of ancient kings. I need to look up. So ESO. Servants of, what was it? Servants of ancient kings. Quest chain. Let's see if there's then quest giver, blah blah blah. Quick Rothy detailed. So here I just want to essentially see if there is a... No, there's not. Because I was looking to see if they had a whole breakdown of everything. But I can maybe at least... Yes, Cursed Treasure is what it was called. Okay, good. Oof. I was worried for a second there. It's really annoying with Ah, I see. But still, that's very annoying. It's really annoying with Google Docs that they change the cursor to white. White on a white, so a white cursor on white background, not the best thing. Okay, so Cursed Treasure. That was a very lore-heavy one. So I didn't think it was necessarily entertaining. So I'd say 3 out of 5. The length was also a 3 out of 5. But storytelling-wise, definitely a 4 out of 5, right? Again, a lot of world building here specifically. Okay, so we've got Forgotten Ancestry as 1, and then Servants of the what key? The Ancient Kings. So again, we've got those 2 side quests going on. I'm gonna talk to this dude.
You're placing the sacred candles instead of my worthless descendant? Has he no shame at all?
Your great-great-grandson asked me to place the candles.
I can see that. So he's afraid to face his former comrades?
Apparently.
Fear the wrath of the angry dead more. Still, he has made an effort, of a sort.
What would you like me to do?
Return to Harald. Tell him to renounce the cult and continue to make amends, or he'll suffer the vengeance of the dead. Now go. I wish to return to my rest.
I'll tell him. Oh, there he is.
What did great-grandfather tell you? Am I back in good graces?
No. Your ancestor accepted your offering, but he wants you to continue to honor their memory.
I renounced the cult and promised to honor my ancestors, but from a much safer distance.
Good idea.
I'll make my way out of here. Maybe go to Daggerfall or start a new life somewhere else. No more cults for me, not even benign ones.
All right. Okay, then we got that one done. Forgotten Ancestry. Entertainment value, how fun was it? How exciting? How titillating? How engrossing? I just essentially had to kill things, put some candles. The length was about 1 out of 5. Storytelling did help with a little bit of the Bloodthorn cults, but essentially just said, yeah, your great-great-grandson is part of a Bloodthorn cult, or was at least, but then wants to leave. Storytelling, nothing special. Although I think we said if we said 2 out of 5, then that means it's like 1 level above a fetch quest. It was a little bit more than a basic fetch quest. So yeah, but no. I mean, even if it was a little bit more, I'm still just gonna keep it at 2 out of 5. All right, so let's go ahead and kill some of these spirits. They should have hopefully respawned by now, but there are a lot of people playing at the moment, so it wouldn't necessarily surprise me if they're still on cooldown, so to say. Is that one? Yes. All right. For some reason, it doesn't seem like those fast blades, so essentially my first skill, it doesn't seem like it's actually working, at least all the time. It usually does. See, there it didn't. He's dead. There we go. Because you should at least be able to hear the
At long last, my thoughts are once again my
but
own.
if not, then it obviously doesn't, it didn't trigger. Okay, yeah, I definitely walked by here when someone had already completed them. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this is then one of the quests where if someone has actually killed all of these, then you just have to wait. Right? Like if I walk over this way. Yeah, see, they're not back. Oh, okay, I guess. Yeah, it should be there as well. Who knows? We got it done. Oh, here we go. Then, so that's what we saw earlier, was Someone had already killed him. And dead. Health? No. Oh, I thought it just said kill King Donald Dellen. I thought, wasn't I just supposed to help him? I'm supposed to go up there. Remember he said up atop the hill. We'll sneak past these dudes. Yes, sneak past you as well. Here we are. Seems like we're not the only ones who have finished these. King Donald Dellen.
You return. My brother and sister monarchs await word of your success.
It's done. Your spectral knights are free.
We knew you could defeat the Bloodthorn cultists. And now, the time has come. Please remain and bear witness.
Ooh, very well.
Without your aid, we'd be slaves, forced by the Bloodthorns to smite our own descendants.
True.
Even kings may bend a knee to those they honor.
Oh.
Release us to our final rest.
Thank you. All right. Time to release
Have we
you.
your leave to depart?
I release you to your final rest. Farewell, King Donald.
Farewell, mortal. Your actions this day shall prove a decisive blow to the Bloodthorn cult and their evil master.
Perfect. Well, here we go. I was saying earlier that I wanted not only a green bow, but this is then with the set. Even though I technically already have the set, I could start building a second one, which I probably will. That's then all set. So are they then, I was going to say, are they going to disappear? Cool. All right. Ooh, a backspace upgrade. Definitely going to claim that. And we're going to go with more stamina. Confirm. And we'll go with Windwalker. We do eventually have to go back to these, but that seems, yeah, we can unlock that, but that's fine for now. Got 500 gold. We're leveling. And with that, we completed all of this. This goes then into the next area, which is, yeah, Stormhaven. So let's see if there is a side quest there once we have once we have raided this side quest. Entertainment value of Servants of the Ancient King. Definitely quite up there. I would say 4 out of 5. It wasn't... Oh, although entertainment. Again, entertainment is very much how fun was it? How funny was it? Engrossing. Right? Did it make me think? Did it make me laugh? There I was saying 3 is essentially run-of-the-mill. It's neither bad nor good. I would say this was one level above 5, bad or good. I wouldn't say it's just run-of-the-mill. Length is about 3 out of 5, and storytelling I definitely think was good, 4 out of 5. So we have a couple of contenders for kind of like the A-class, A-tier of side quests here in Glenumbra. So there I can then see, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Cath Bedraud. I'm pretty sure this is then where you go for the main quest. And honestly, when we were just running through that whole area, I thought that that was this area. I could very much imagine that this is also a continuation of the Bloodthorn Cultist quest line. Or essentially that if we were to go through the zone quest, this would then explain what the Bloodthorn cultists are doing and, yeah, why they've essentially invaded this. I mean, look at that. That's a giant... We've got some giant thorns. So it's very likely that the Bloodthorn quest is explained there a little bit more. I'm just running this way partially to explore everything. Right there we can see a lot of people are wanting to go to this delve, which I don't blame them. Ah, and look, we've even got a book for the Magic Guild. Or the Mages Guild. Then, that does, otherwise, okay, so there are no side quests there. Oh, you know, we didn't actually go here. But that's good to know. We'll essentially have to just come back up here. I'm going to put a little marker there. I'm just going to go down this way because we haven't explored any of this or any of this or any of this. There wasn't any side quests there. So we're set on that front. Oh, there's a chest there, but that's all right. I might be sneaky, but I'm not that sneaky yet. The Lion Guard Redoubt Way Shrine. Good. That's another main, appears to be another main quest area. This area is now overrun with zombies. I'm gonna, I mean, if I don't see a side quest here yet, then I don't think that there's going to be one. That looks quite cool. Oh, that's someone's skill. Nope, it doesn't seem like it. Oh. And exactly as I say that, we see a side quest right here. That's why it's always worth just running a little bit more, exploring as much as you can.
Stranger, aid me.
I will, sorry, one sec, Sir Malik Nazir. I think I need to get that add-on that shows where all the side quests are.
Blood of the forebears. Engolf's minions are relentless.
Angoff. That name sounds familiar. Didn't they mention that in one of the side quests earlier? What happened here?
We were working with the wizard Benelay. I lost track of her when the zombies attacked. Now I'm the only one left. These cultists are desecrating our dead. It's an affront to Tawaka. But my wounds slow my sword.
I can aid you. What needs to be done?
Blood thorns desecrate the Lion Guard's soldiers killed in the ruins. They raise them as zombies. If you use my sacred emblem, you can sanctify the corpses. That will prevent them from being raised as undead.
I'll do as you request. Okay, the corpse horde. Okay, so yeah, essentially that area that we just ran through. This is where we have to quest. Now, is this area? I was gonna say this looks like something that we would have to do. I think I might have accidentally stolen that person's quest mark because I then maybe not though because here's one. I thought I might have stolen. I was gonna say it's not like we're looting it, but just a quest objective because they were over there already. But that's all right. I think it's okay. I saw a number. Yeah, here. No? Oh, okay. I guess those are just the normal NPCs. They don't qualify yet. But what is he doing? Yeah. I wonder. I was gonna say, is he just gonna disappear? But no. That one we can? Yeah, because we can only use them on the Lion Guard. That's why those two back there, like the Khajiit back there, didn't work because it's not a Lion Guard. Or this, for example, it's a zombie. Oh, I bet we have to go this way. Unless, is that a... Yeah, also a zombie. I bet there might be some hidden... Haha, I knew it. Wow, I don't even have any lockpicks? I couldn't even have unlocked that first chest that I saw, even if I had wanted to, because I don't have any lockpicks. I must have accidentally sold them. Which means I probably had enough. I could probably buy them back, but that's all right. I'll find enough. All right. Yeah, that's what, yeah, it said there, sanctify the dead soldiers. So, I have. Now I can then continue on. back to... Oh, okay. So he came back up to then the Lion Guard Redoubt, because he was down at the northern edge, or I don't know if it was the northern edge, but it was at least somewhere else. He seemed to have climbed back or crawled back here.
You return. Have Angos's minions fallen before your wrath?
I did as you asked.
You've done good and holy work. Troubled souls must be put to rest, so they do not rise again. You have my thanks for taking care of this for me.
You're welcome. Okay, that's an easy one to rank, because I'd say that's 1 out of 5 across the board. It wasn't exciting, it wasn't boring, but it was very meh. So that wasn't a basic fetch quest, but it was a basic kill quest, right? The equivalent, so ESO's equivalent of a kill quest. Of like, you know, go kill 10 rats type of thing. Though technically, true, actually, now that I think about it, technically we actually didn't kill anything, we just had to sanctify 5 dead. You okay, dude? Oh, I think I saw him. I think he's fine. He's just playing. Gaudette Farm. Okay, so yeah, we need to go down this area. Oh, how did I miss that? Oh, it's beneath the bridge, maybe that's why. But we need to go down this way. I don't see any side quests here, because we need to return back from where we came originally. Although we've got another Mages Guild book. As you can see, I updated the crosshair just so that it's a little bit, so it recedes a little bit more into the background while you're playing. You can see that I've got that little dot, that little gray dot there. And so it's not as prominent. But particularly then if I enter combat, then the crosshair turns red, which if I then just want to run away, as soon as it's no longer red, I at least know, okay,
There must be a way to win this fight. There has to be.
Ah, there's Camlorn. That's what they were talking about, that one, so there was a quest. We could go do, yeah, I'm not really that interested in a dolmen. There was a quest where, it might have also been the quest with the 3 brothers down here, where they said, yeah, we had escaped Camlorn. But, too bad, that's a side, or that's a main quest. We shall never know. Okay, so they're taking care of that. That's another main quest.
I'm not sure we can win this battle.
I'm not sure either, particularly because I'm not willing to do what, yeah, willing's a bit too strong, but I'm not going to do a main quest, and for that reason, we'll have no idea what it actually looks like on the inside. We're not gonna read that. I should actually check that on my main character, or at least on someone who's actually completed that, because I don't remember the inside of that place at all. But here we've got our next one.
You can't just let my village burn.
Tammy and Selin.
Please, they won't listen to me. It's true that I used to run with the Red Rooks, but I quit. I hate all the chaos they're causing in Glenumbra. Now I just want to help save my town. But the guards don't believe me.
Why'd they tie you up? This seems like awfully familiar to the quest that we just did earlier with where we had to rescue the family first. And then he told us about the Red Rooks. Why did they tie you up?
The guards caught me sneaking around. They don't believe I'm trying to save the village. The Bloodthorn are gathering the villagers at the docks for sacrifice. They kill them and raise them as zombies. I don't want my friends to end up like that.
Well, you should have thought about that before you joined them. But how can I help?
My father's a mage. His signature spell is a spell of hiding that I know can protect the villagers. If you can reach our house and prepare the spell, I can rescue the villagers and meet you there. You just need to convince Dame Clarique to free me.
All right, well, I'll talk to her.
You'll find Dame Clarique up the road. She's the knight in charge of this Lion Guard unit. Since she's the one who had me tied up, you'll need to convince her to let me go.
Before I go on, tell me a little bit about the spell you want me to cast.
It's called Marion's White Mask. My father loves to name his spells after himself. When cast on a building, the spell cloaks everyone inside in a shroud of misdirection.
Whoa.
Makes anyone who looks see something other than what's really there.
White mask? What does that mean?
My father used to scare me with the spell. He'd cast it on his workshop and make himself look like a hooded specter in a white mask. We argued about it. A lot. I never found it as funny as he did.
Where can I find your father?
I don't know where he is. He was in the village before the attack, and I fear the worst. My father and I, well, we didn't always get along. That's why I joined the Red Rooks in the first place. I just hope he's still alive.
I kind of figured that was going to be the case when he said, I don't really get along with my father. It's like, oh, and that's probably why you joined. All right, Dame Claric.
As if the problems in Camlorn weren't enough, we have cultists and bandits harrying our flanks. I've been assigned to keep an eye on the situation here, and my vigilance paid off. We captured one of those Red Rook bandits.
That bandit's trying to save the village, actually.
You talked to him, didn't you? Why exactly do you trust this bandit? I'm not even convinced there are any villagers left alive in there to save. We haven't seen anyone but the cultists.
Okay, so here we had, you notice in the previous, and these two are actually kind of mirrors of each other, because I'm really quite sure the other quest that we had was also one of the bandits had gotten captured, and they introduced then the Intimidate, and now we've got the Persuade one, and so this is then from the the Mages Guild. I don't have that. I want to help, and I could use his assistance.
That's not going to happen. If you want to help, go to the docks and see what's happening. I'd appreciate any information you can bring us. I wish I could send a force in there and clear the cultists out, but Camlorn might call us back at any time.
Then I guess it's up to me to go and test it out. So what do people think about, obviously at one point ESO changed to the one Tamriel approach where it made it so that you can play any zone at any level. So that obviously made it very accessible, but what do people think about essentially the progress, right? It made everything very much horizontal progression, which is a very divisive approach. People either really love it or really hate it. And I think quite a lot of people are equally on both sides of the issue when it comes to this game. Right, a lot of people were pretty upset when they made it just horizontal leveling, because they then didn't really feel like they were actually getting any stronger. I mean, you can see that essentially here in that the overworld is not hard at all. So by making everything accessible to any level, they made it accessible to every level. What I mean by that is really anyone can do it while they're blindfolded and with one arm or something like that. And okay, I'm trying to free the villagers here. And like I said, you lose then that sense of progression. I started playing Elder Scrolls Online when all of the zones were still level locked, where you had to progress through everything, and then you had to play everything multiple times. So you played through your own campaign, and then you had to play through the other two campaigns entirely until you actually, not accidentally, leveled completely, essentially.
Can't thank you enough.
So by the time you got to level 50, or I think it was then the veteran level 50 or something like that. So it took a really long time to actually get to level cap. And I think there were a lot of people who weren't happy about that. And yeah, so they changed it. I think it's a little bit too easy now. But yeah, I'd be interested in hearing what people think about this. Whether you think, yeah, I think the one Tamriel is a good idea. Horizontal progression, play any zone at any level. Or would you have preferred them to have kept the original, where you essentially go through, you find better gear, and it actually scales all the way through all of the levels and zones that you go through? Yeah, let me know what you think. That would interest me. I can see the merits in both. I think I personally would have appreciated if they had kept, I don't know, like I said, I played through the original where it had, yeah, where you had to level through everything, and it definitely was very long. So yeah, it took a really, really long time to level. And I kind of think if I had to actually level through everything before I wanted to play, or before I was able to play any of the expansions that came out, that could definitely take a very long time. But it could have also been something where you have to play through all of the base game first, and then you can choose which expansion you want to go through. I mean, there are a lot of different ways that they could have done. The table is prepared for ritual magic, simply waiting for an incantation to begin the process. All right. Oh, I should have maybe been paying attention to what I should be doing. All right. Mage's wife, birth end, my son. My 4 fondest memories are the new words of power for the table as of Seven Suns Dawn. Mage's wife, birthplace, son. Oh. Waiting for the... Right, place all of these. Oh, that was incorrect. Okay. Mage's... Masking salve... let's see. Mage's wife... Okay, no, not wife. Mage's wife. Nope. Mage's wife. Oh, okay, so that first one is wrong. Mages? No. No. Okay, so it definitely has to be this one. Oh, what? Mage's wife? I thought I had done then all of it. Mage's wife? No. Mage's wife. Oh, the burning odor mixed with... Okay, this... Okay, then Mage's wife, then... Glass? Aha!
You cast my spell. The masking ritual. But why?
Tammy and Selin told me to bring the villagers here to hide.
My son sent you here? Where is he? Wait, there's no time for that. We must act quickly. The Bloodthorn must be stopped.
Oh, okay, so this is another one where we're gonna get the next quest.
The Bloodthorn have been draining my essence to fuel their necromantic rituals. They're transporting the animated dead from the docks. They've sent zombies as far north as Cathbedro, and Daggerfall is next.
Oh yeah, we were just there. Cathbedrad. That was, again, the area that I thought, oh, I think this is then just for the main quest. It's the culmination. How can we stop them?
I'm imprisoned in a pocket plane of oblivion. I think I can use the magic I still possess to collapse the plane and end the ritual. But in case I fail, you need to burn the Bloodthorn's boats. Don't let any more zombies leave the village.
I'll stop the Bloodthorn. Okay, cutting off the source. So, completion of the previous one. Ah, gosh darn it. I think the corpse horde. Yeah, I forgot to add. Let's see, the corpse horde. No. That was the previous one. This is called cutting off the source. The source. Fandom. We'll go there. So again, that's a walkthrough. Yeah, talk to Tamian. Interactions. The White Mask of Marion. Yeah, that's what it was. It's a good thing these things are already in, at least the quest names, they're already in the wiki. Entertainment-wise, I would say it was 3 out of 5. Length was a 2 out of 5. It wasn't too long. Storytelling, 3 out of 5. No. Because essentially, what is it that we did? We talked to Talion. He said, essentially, you need to help the village. We went and freed the people who were captured. And then we came back and did the ritual. So I think this is probably 2 out of 5 for storytelling. And now this current one, cutting off the source, that's a continuation. That then might be a little bit better. So let's see what Tamian has to say.
Dame Clarique didn't expect you to go charging in here. She cut me free and told me to follow you. I heard you talking to my father. I hope you're not going to pursue his foolish plan. It's too dangerous.
What, just to burn the boats? That's fine. You don't think his plan will work?
Oh, it'll work, but it's idiotic. As usual, my father only takes into account the big picture.
What do you mean?
He's going to collapse his prison. I'm not an expert in pocket planes, but that doesn't sound healthy. He's going to kill himself to stop the ritual.
Probably.
I can't let that happen. I'm going after him.
Ah, okay. You're on your own. Glenumbra is more important. I'll help save your father. We'll deal with the Bloodthorns later. Okay, so essentially... Well, but we want to deal with the Bloodthorns, so we're going to do this one. I'm going to stop the Bloodthorns.
I understand. This is my battle to fight. Go. Stop the Bloodthorn. I'll free my father and bring him back here. Meet me here after you destroy the Bloodthorn boats.
Okay. Somehow I have the feeling that you're not going to return. So that's quite cool, again, that you can... I mean, that's been in many a game. But I wonder how the quest would end if you actually chose the other option. You would probably report it to the Oblivion Realm. But... Okay, so we'll kill these again. Right, burn these.
I'm free.
Yes, you're free. Ah, interesting. Yeah, you could definitely tell that there were a lot of other players here before, because I thought this whole place was empty, when in fact they're full of enemies. Because there's another one, and we'll get this one. But yeah, I wonder how much the quest, how different the quest is if we had chosen to actually help save his father. Just want to do this because... Oh, I thought that was a... Nice. I thought that this was...
Why would you take that without asking? Are you mad?
Who is that? Oh man, what a jerk. I freed him. And he was like, oh, thank you. And then he essentially said, why are you stealing? Because maybe I want some gold. Now, because I don't have essentially anything unlocked in terms of the Thieves Guild, I think it takes quite a while for my bounty to go down, unfortunately. But that's all right. It is what it is. If I get stopped by a guard and they say hand everything over, then fine, I will. I'll go ahead and see what it is I actually took. Oh, that's locked. Okay. I'm also in combat apparently, but not for long. All right, let's see what I stole. This is this. Okay. Yeah. If they take it back, that's fine. Yeah. Why is that not surprising? I'm sorry, Tamian.
I failed him.
What happened to your father?
I used his spell, the one he always used to scare me with, to slip in unnoticed and rescue him. As we made our escape, we were overrun by Banekin. Father cast some kind of spell and I blacked out. When I woke up, I was here and he was there.
I'm sorry, Tamian.
I failed him, but you didn't. You stopped the Bloodthorn cultists, just like he wanted. I want to bury my father. Could you speak to Dame Clarique for me? I need a moment alone.
I'll do that.
My courage has fled.
That's sad. Though, again, it was kind of obvious that that was going to happen. Just because it's essentially, well, save the one or save them all. And again, there wasn't really, I don't know if there was really an evil option. That's one of those morality questions of save the one or save the all. I guess mine was maybe a little bit more good, but...
Bloodthorn cultists made a mad dash up the road. We cut down a number of them. They clearly weren't expecting to run into us. I assume you had something to do with that?
I rescued the villagers and destroyed the Bloodthorn boats.
So I see. Sent the cultists right into our waiting blades. Good job! You were right about that bandit. He really came through for us. We'll deal with the remaining cultists and their zombies.
Okay. That wasn't that bad. Entertainment. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Length was it just about 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 as well, and storytelling also 3 out of 5. Right, kind of middle of the road all the way down the line. Right, whereas really nothing too bad, but really nothing to write home about either. Now, I think I want to, so that's medium. Oh, wow. I feel like I should wear these just because the gloves that I'm wearing are level 1. Or I've got this. Yeah, let's do that. I thought I had Tree's Blessing. Okay, I've got 2 Tree's Blessing, which would give me more. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just because then now I've got a 5-piece and a 2-piece. So I've got a little bit more magic recovery. Okay, so yeah, my bounty only goes down by 4 every, I think like every 5 minutes. Which means that if I am caught, and then I just say essentially, okay, take everything, I'm sorry, then it's also going to take the gloves that I just put on, which, if that's the case, then so be it. Then I'll put on the other ones that I have. That'll be unfortunate, but we'll be able to find a replacement pretty easily, I would say. Okay, because I can imagine someone down here being like, hey, you stole stuff. Okay, Lieutenant Clarice.
We weren't prepared for the Aldmeri Dominion to assault Far Watchtower. Now we're scrambling to keep them contained.
Can I help?
We've got our hands full just trying to stop the Aldmeri Dominion forces. They're using the tower to signal their ships, and we know that messages are being relayed between their commanders. We need to see one of those messages.
I can intercept the messages for you.
If you could, that would be greatly appreciated. One of our injured scouts reported a command camp nearby, across the bridge from the tower. Bring any messages you find to Captain Jalam. She's patrolling up near the tower.
Will do. Signals of Dominion. Okay, so for before I forget, Signals of Dominion, add that to our list. But I also saw another side quest just right there. Yeah, Scout's Orders. And I'm assuming that, yeah, that's then part of the quest I'm on right now. Okay, Scout's Orders. This note is sitting near the body of a dead Lion Guard scout. Read the note. Oh, I think we have to wait then for this to appear. That's a little bit unfortunate with this immersion add-on. If there is actually no voiceover. Yeah. We can't afford to send more troops to Farwatch. Do what you can to stop the Dominion from establishing a foothold in Glenumbra. Pen them in, but do not engage. Use scouts to gather information. The note contains writing in a different hand. We sent out the scouting party, but no word as yet. Captain Glenumbra has been forced to engage the Dominion at Farwatch. Without scouting reports, we're fighting blind. Worse, the scouting party consisted of mainly new recruits. This is a disaster. I should help locate the missing scouts. All right, Wayward Scouts is the next one. Wayward Scouts. All right, we'll find them next. But I see this one, and we'll do that. Right, to collect then the messages. You can't see me. No one here. Ah, there's the commander. Ooh, he got me. That's why I do actually like to play with Sword and Board, just because I very much like the warrior archetype. But definitely one of the downsides, depending on the game, is that if you play with Sword and Board, then the gameplay is generally quite slow. Doesn't have to be, right? Like essentially over on Lord of the Rings, we've been playing. Well, actually no. In Lord of the Rings Online, we've been playing on my Lore Master. That does not use Sword and Shield at all, but my Warden does, and that's able to tear down enemies super fast, like almost comically fast. Right, Captain, we found a message.
Quiet. Dominion soldiers are everywhere.
This is a very nice texture here. I intercepted these signal messages from the Dominion.
Hadir had to recruit a mercenary? Not a good sign. Let me see those messages. By the 8, the Dominion's planning a full-scale assault. These messages, they're waiting for orders to attack. We have to stop the commander from issuing that order.
I killed the Dominion commander.
Thanks, Stendar. That will buy us precious time. We need to douse their signal fires before they can send the command. Take this storm rune and use it to put out the fires. Then meet me on the shore.
Okay. Cool. Looks like we get to go up to the tower. Oh, and we've got... No, this is then... Yeah, this is the other quest that we've got.
I thought I was done for. Thanks for finding me.
Can you get to the base of the tower on your own?
Yes, I think so. But what about Cecile? She was ahead of us and I saw her get captured. They took her toward the camp on the beach. We can't leave without her.
Get to safety. I'll find Cecile. Again, I think that would have been better, actually, if they had combined that quest with the one I'm on right here. Oh, is that a... You missed. Bam. Anyway. I think it would have been better if those two had been combined. I mean, they're essentially taking place in the same location, and the two thematically work together.
I barely made it into hiding before more of those bastards showed up. But by the 8, it's good to see a friendly face.
Can you make it to the base of the tower, just like I asked your friend?
Yes, I can make it. I even have information to pass on to my commander, so the scouting mission won't be a complete failure.
He's got really big hands. I thought he had gloves on, but that's actually just his hands. Be careful getting out of here. Okay, so here... Oh, nice. We've got... And rescue recruit Cecile. Okay, well, we'll do this we'll do that afterwards. We have to go up here. And we're going to sneaky. Afterwards, we're going to go into a town and see if we can get some recipes to increase... I just need to increase my health and my magicka. Just so I can sneak around a little bit more. Icar Liord... What is that? Lordarian. A little bit. One thing that I don't really like about the combat in Elder Scrolls Online is if you interact with a lot of things, they'll put their weapons away. And then when you want to attack them, they have to pull the weapons out first. So realistically, thematically, that makes a lot of sense. It definitely adds to the immersion, but it always adds about essentially, yeah, so that adds about 2 seconds where you're not doing anything, and it can be very confusing because you think like there's just lag or your character isn't paying attention, or it's not that your character isn't paying attention, but that you think, okay, I've entered the key input and the server hasn't registered it or something, but it's just something that you have to get used to, unfortunately. Oh, I see. Okay, that just essentially does all of them, minus that one. Apparently, it's over this one, and it's. Oh, okay. I guess there are those two. There we go. Nice. All right, we're gonna take the shortcut down. Nearly die. And yeah, now we can then talk to them over here. Again, sneak by, sneaky sneak. Oh, that's right. She said meet. Then we have to meet her down there, down by the boat. There she is.
Good work extinguishing those signal fires. You were clearly in time. There's no sign of an impending Dominion attack.
So we stopped the attack?
We didn't stop the attack, you did. You've given us crucial time to bring in reinforcements. Now we can repel this invasion before it gains a foothold. We owe you one for this. Good job!
Thanks. Wonder if there's one down there. I think I have to go. Oh yeah, I have to go down there anyway. Now, I got these. Yeah, I want to use those. Oh, although, one thing I do want to be careful of. Iron Sabatons. Okay, good. They were both heavy. Because I want to make sure that I still have enough metal. Medium. I've got 1, 2, 3. Whoops. So that's good. I've at least got 3 of those. So that's why I'm not going to actually equip this heavy, because I don't want to over level, or essentially want to have more medium than heavy. Particularly because of then the racial skills, right? I'll get more. Ugh, what? I want to make sure that I have more medium, just because otherwise I'll have lower resource generation and other bonuses won't be as strong. Not that I super need it, but it's helpful enough. Okay, it was down here. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh! That's right, I have to...
You arrived just in time.
Are you injured?
Not too badly. Luckily, you got here ahead of their interrogator. Thanks for freeing me. Now we have to look for the others.
I found the others. They should be back at the camp by now. I don't see anyone else. Off we go then. Those are some pretty bad guards. Seeing as this guy running around on a reindeer on an elk, and they're just like, what? Oh, yeah, that's normal. This is our base camp. I've never seen that dude, but that's fine.
Good to see you again. I hate to think what would have happened to me if you hadn't come along.
I see you all made it back safely.
That we did, thanks to you. Now that we're all back together, we have a better chance to put an end to this Dominion incursion.
Indeed. Right, it's level 13. Okay, so for those 2 quests, I think particularly with the Wayward Scouts, which is the one we just finished, I would say entertainment 2 out of 5, length 1 out of 5, and storytelling 1 out of 5. It didn't really tell us, yeah, okay, the Aldmeri Dominion, oh no, they might attack us, but it didn't resolve anything. It didn't say why they want to attack us either. It didn't fit into the storyline in terms of the Bloodthorn cultists or the Red Rook crooks or whatever they're called, and also not the werewolves. So, nah. For the Signals of Dominion, that was also similar. I just talked to the captain and then essentially had to douse the flames. So I would also say entertainment, 2 out of 5. Length, 1 out of 5. I guess the length was 2 out of 5 for that. It was a little bit longer. And storytelling, I don't know. I would say, yeah, really 1 out of 5. Okay, I need to go get this. Oh, I need to also level up. Claim. Good. And 1 point. Okay, now with Shadow, because I don't think medium. I could get another. Increases your critical damage heating for every 2 pieces. Although, I don't know. We could do dual wield. Oh, okay. Under 25% health. Yeah, but I already used this. Yeah, I already used that. Increases weapon and spell damage by 3 of all offhand's weapon damage. I think I'll use this one. Reduces the cost and each hit increases the damage of the subsequent hit, converts into bleed damage, and heals you for a percentage. I don't really need a heal. I've got enough of those. So, we'll do more damage. You're free to go. There's no one there. I saw a way shrine. Yeah, there it is right there. I think it's then better to go over this way and then down. So essentially go more into enemy territory, it seems. But that's all right. We'll pretend that I'm not here. Ignore me. I'm just taking a stroll through some nice territory with beautiful music in the background. Wonderful colors, lush environment. And, of course, a wonderful way shrine to facilitate teleportation and traversal throughout this area. Now, I believe, I mean, that's a house, Daggerfall Overlook. I believe that was the last side quest. So let's check this area. I think we may have overlooked that there. Oh, although maybe I didn't. Yeah, essentially, so we're gonna go down this way. Yeah, go down here, follow this until it curves about. That might be something I'm gonna get as well. Is the add-on for a mini map? Yeah, here we go. See?
My regret. Don't recoil from me, traveler. I mean you no harm. I'm a spirit of regret, not malice.
What do you regret?
What do I regret? I regret everything. But most of all, I regret betraying Rosalind. Beyond lies Westry, or what remains of the place. This was my home, until the day the Nords attacked and the curse fell upon us.
What happened?
My wife, Rosalind, took up her sword. I should have trusted her, but I hid and prayed. A darker voice than Stendar's answered me, and the town paid the price. Will you walk my wife's path? If you fight as she did, perhaps you can lift this curse.
How do I follow Rosalind's path?
Rosalind fought to the end. When the Nords attacked, many of us cowered, but not Rosalind. She took action. Once they were Nord invaders, but now they are animated corpses and wraiths. Fight them as Rosalind did, and relive her final moments.
So what did Rosalind do before she died?
I don't know. While I prayed, she fought the invaders. I heard that she was going to light the signal fire at the lake to warn Eaglesbrook and perhaps compel them to aid us. Find something of hers, some jewelry perhaps. It may help.
Why do I need something of Rosalind's?
If you find one of Rosalind's keepsakes, it should help strengthen your connection and allow you to see her final moments as you follow her path. The stronger your connection, the better chance you'll have of lifting this curse and setting us free.
Why did Rosalind place herself in such danger then?
Oh, didn't I say? Forgive me, my memory is often as insubstantial as I am these days. My wife was the captain of the town guard. She was dedicated. She never turned from her duty.
Oh, that would explain it. Oh, good. I'm now upstanding. Okay, so destroy skeletons. I can speak. That's another player. That's not a skeleton. That's a ghost. That is a skeleton, but not the kind of skeleton we want. See, but I thought so, because we were here, and I thought that seems like a, which is. Oh, I thought I heard something, which again makes me suspicious that there's nothing here. So we're gonna go there again afterwards, just to double check. I don't see any skeletons. I know there are a lot of people around here. Ah, there's one. Dead. Okay, so we just have to kill a number of skeletons before one of the before the keepsake drops, I suppose. Dead. Also no. There's another one. Oh, I thought it was going to, just because it actually had a drop. I don't mind the 10 gold, but that's something, in case people don't know, you saw there, I was attacking this one and saw that this one was doing a heavy attack. You can block and do attacks at the same time. So don't feel like you have to stop your attack, whether you're doing a manual light or heavy attack, or if you've already triggered a skill. They missed that. You can then just keep using it, that's fine. Finally, a lockpick. Nice. I'm surprised at how many... Ooh, another sky shard. Nice. I'm surprised at how many skeletons I have to kill for this. It's quite rare for this game. They thankfully don't do what a lot of old MMOs used to do, where it's like, oh, you have to kill a skeleton and one of them will drop what you need, but you might have to just kill one, or you might have to kill 100, just because it was then based on a drop chance. And thankfully, Elder Scrolls doesn't do that as much, but as you can see, it still does it every once in a while. Yeah, but strange. Still nothing. Excuse me, skeleton. Maple shield. You would think, because his wife was a captain, you would think that maybe a shield was a keepsake, but touche. Or not touche, but alas, rather. I'm just amazed at, well, I've said that already. I'm amazed at the drop rate. It probably also seems like a lot less because there are a lot, there we go, because there are a lot of people around here right now. I wonder what boss is over there, but it looks dead. Westry Signal Fire. We'll just put the whole locket in there.
Eagles Brook. Now I should go see Edgard at the inn and make sure everyone is safe.
All right, we'll do that. Whenever I have to swim, I definitely wish, like, oh, why did I not create an Argonian? It would actually be funny if, as a Khajiit, you swam even slower, just because you're, you know, a cat. but as an Orgonian, you get to swim faster, which is quite nice.
Is everyone all right in here?
Oops.
Who's there? Stay back. Wait, is that you, Captain Rosalind?
Is everyone all right in here?
For the moment. I haven't forgotten how to swing a sword, and the inn's walls are stout. Apothecary Muriel's helping the wounded, but she needs more hawthorn berries. She can't make more healing poultices without them.
I'll gather hawthorn berries. Stay here and protect the villagers.
That would help a lot. Bring them to Muriel at her shop as soon as you can. And Captain, be careful out there.
Goodbye. Okay, I just remembered. Oh, I don't think I added West. Is it the 2 R's? No, 2 T's. West Try is what it looks like. Yeah, I just remembered I didn't add the name of the quest. So I've just done that, added it to the list. Dead. 1 down? Wow, you have to get 6.
Edgard said Muriel needs hawthorn berries. The berries grow on low shrubs, right?
That's kind of cool that you've essentially been... So she's just essentially taken your body. She's kind of possessed you. And so they think you're the captain, and then you're essentially living it through her eyes.
I wish Leon were here. He'd know if these were the right berries.
They look to be. I think you're doing fine. A lot of times that's where... Yeah, see? Now all the skeletons are back, now that there aren't as many other players.
The injured need more healing poultices.
Got another maple shield. Okay, looks like there's one behind this house. And then over there as well, but here's the skeleton, of course. Good.
I hope this will be enough.
Figuring you're all dead? I don't think so. But I may be wrong.
Leon made me a potion from these berries once. I remember now.
Better late than never to remember. Oh, interesting. So you can, that's also something that they changed, thankfully, later in the DLC.
This should do it. Now to head over to the apothecary.
Is that multiple people can interact with the same object at the same time.
I brought the hawthorn berries you need.
Captain Rosalind, I've been making poultices for the wounded, but I'm out of hawthorn berries.
I have some hawthorn berries for you right here.
Hi, Mara, you always did have good timing. Here, let me prepare some poultices for you. If you can apply these to any wounded guards, they should be able to get back into the fight.
Okay. This is definitely quite involved. Are these wounded or are these just dead? Okay, so I think that player already applied a poultice. As did that? Oh, no, it's just... We're here?
Hurry now.
Can't I,
Divine, save me.
I thought I saw something really quickly there. Why can I not interact with these? I think it's, again, one of those cases where someone actually already interacted with them. Yep, it looks like it.
Muriel's poultice should do the trick. Now, get back into the fight.
That was certainly suggestive of what, or it looked suggestive. Okay, these guys are just chilling here. And I'm sure I would be able to use these. Ah, okay, there's a quest marker over there. But that one's been used too quickly.
should help. Stay strong. Have you seen Leon by any chance?
He's not here. He's out with the mates, having a couple of drinks. Let's see if that, yeah.
Rest easy,
He
soldier.
wanted.
I need to check on Leon.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, see, so the fact that we all have to share these, that's really quite annoying. Again, good that they changed that.
Captain, I went by your house to check on Leon. He was praying, but something wasn't right.
What do you mean?
He wasn't praying to Stendar. At least it wasn't like any Stendar prayer I ever heard. And I heard another voice in the house. It was alien, Captain. Evil. I don't mind admitting that what I heard has me more than a little frightened.
Okay, that's definitely strange. And when we talked to the captain earlier, and it didn't seem like he had some sort of ulterior motives.
Leon. Leon, are you here?
Oh. What's he doing? Ah, here she comes. Here, I'll RP walk with you as well.
I forsake the mercy of Stendar and deliver myself to you, Molag Bal.
Oh.
Molag Bal. Leon, what have you done? I will not condone this madness.
Rosalind? No. What have I done? Rosalind, please!
No, seriously though, why would he do that? There wasn't really any evidence of him saying why he would want to.
Now you know how I brought this evil upon Westry. Too weak to trust in Stendar. I gave us all to Molag Bal.
If I see this through, maybe I can change what happened.
Perhaps. Maybe you can help us. You're attuned to Rosalind now. If anyone can break this curse, it's you. When Rosalind discovered what I did, she fled to the town chapel. She lost her sword after a battle with the Nord leader. Retrieve the sword and bring it to her remains. The sword's in the chapel, the building beyond the burial vault.
What aren't you telling me?
Yes, you deserve the truth. Molag Bal turned Rosalind into a vengeful shade. It turned her into the tormentor of the people she fought so hard to protect. The sword might remind her who she really is. If not, you must destroy her and set us free.
I'll do whatever is necessary.
Please finish this. Retrieve the sword from the chapel and take it to the burial vault where Rosalind died. Do what I cannot and face my poor wife's shade.
It doesn't explain why you turned to Molag Bal.
Our village was attacked by Nord raiders. I prayed to Stendar for aid, but my wife, the captain of the guard, was more practical. She went to rally the town's defenses.
Did Stendar answer your prayers?
No, not even a whisper. But I did hear the shouts of the Nords and the cries of my people. I feared for my dear Rosalind. And then I made a terrible mistake.
Okay, I get it now then. What did you do?
I offered my soul to anyone who would preserve us. Molag Bal accepted. He let the Nords kill us all. Then he preserved the town by binding our spirits here. We relive our final moments over and over, experiencing our slaughter for all eternity.
Man. Then that definitely makes sense. As to why he said he lives in regret. Because if you essentially caused all of this, then that would be... That would definitely be very regrettable. Alright, so Memento Mori is the name of the current quest. Memento Mori. I would say entertainment value of the previous quest was 3 out of 5 because it was quite annoying to have to share the same quest quest objectives or quest interactables. Length was actually quite long. I'd say 4 out of 5. But then the storytelling was really quite good. I'd say 4 out of 5. So we'll see then what happens. Here we'll get then Captain's Blade. Yeah. I collected our letters in this book so that we always have a record of our blossoming love. To Rosalind, I accidentally let your dog get free and he tore up some of your garden. I planted some more seeds to make up for it, but I wanted to let you know so you weren't surprised when you got home. I hope you're trading a Daggerfall as well. Stendar watch over you. Dear Leon, if Bailey gets into something he shouldn't, just bat him on the nose. I hope you didn't go to too much trouble planting things. It's nearing winter after all. Still, I do appreciate it. Leon, I wanted to leave this note for you before I went off to Camlorn. The flowers you planted were beautiful. Did you ask around to find out what my favorites were? Also, you lied to me about the garden. You extended my garden out another 6 paces just to plant these flowers. It was sweet, but aren't you an acolyte? What would Stendar think of your deceptions? Dearest Rosalind, as long as you enjoyed the flowers, Stendar will understand. I do apologize for lying to you, though. I'd be happy to take care of the plants whenever you're away. My dear sweet Leon, you can visit and tend my garden whenever you please. I get home in 2 weeks. Perhaps we can plant some roses together when I get back. I'd like that very much. Oh, that's very sad. They were definitely in love. And he betrayed that. Ah, and here is... This was then the tomb that we went into originally. Place, and then I bet that shade is gonna come. There it is.
Belong to me.
Indeed. Nice. So here we also got a kind of mini boss, or at least some sort of culminated in a final battle.
You had the strength to do what no one else could, and now I'm free. You have no idea what that means to me. But tell me, stranger, why did you do all of this?
Leon sent me.
Leon. I loved him once. Perhaps I still do.
Oh, once.
But there's the matter of Molag Bal to deal with first. Leon made a deal with the Daedric Prince, and despite your actions, that deal remains in place.
What else can I do?
My shade was only one aspect of the curse. There are also the innocent spirits of Westry, and the angry spirits of the invaders. Use my sword to make the town safe for mortals, or use this gem to set the innocent spirits free. The choice is yours.
The innocent spirits of Westry and the angry spirits. Use my sword to make the town safe? I think we're going to use the gem. What happens if I choose the sword?
Then you must destroy the enraged wraiths and make Westry safe for mortal travelers once again. But that will leave the innocent spirits of Westry's villagers trapped here forever, bound to the haunted town.
What happens if I choose the gem?
Then you would free the spirits of Westry's innocent villagers, ending their bondage to this place. However, the danger to mortal travelers would remain, and the living will never find welcome or solace within Westry's borders.
Oh, that's fine, though. I'll take the gem.
This gem represents Westry's torment. You'd use it to save us, even if Westry remains a danger to the living? Such mercy still exists makes my heart glad. Take the gem, and free the innocent spirits. When the deed is done, return to Leon.
I mean, just because you can essentially say, well, just avoid this area, right? Doesn't... Okay, that's where Leon is. I wouldn't otherwise say, like... Yeah, particularly because all of these spirits would otherwise continue
I've never known such fear.
To be stuck here. So no, that's definitely... They've been tormented enough. They can then be free. Let's see, there were 2 there. I don't think there was one over there. There's probably one in this house, I would think. Yes, one. And then I think there's one in that house over there. Yeah, thanks for getting those other guys so I don't have to. Yep, there he is.
Hurry now.
Oh, sorry, I want to heal. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, oh, that would be so sad if you could actually only do 5, and then the rest are like, what about me? Am I stuck here? But thankfully, no. So we can talk to Leon then. No? No RP?
The lamentations of Westry's dead have been silenced. Now I can finally tell Rosalind how sorry I am.
Rosalind knows.
Thank you, traveler.
Rosalind knows what you've done.
Our torment is finally over. Rosalind has forgiven me, though Stendar knows I don't deserve it. Our thanks for bringing peace to Westry and rest to us all. May you walk in Stendar's light.
Bloodthorn Captain Rosalind's Blade. That's cool. That would be nice, like just for like a piece of... Oh, and I can... Oh, nice. It's one-handed. I think I might... Yeah, I think I'm going to use that instead of the Prophet's Dagger. Nice. Okay, so that was definitely really long. But also really good. Yeah, so that's essentially Rosalind's. Nice. So for that, entertainment... I mean, if I'm being honest, it wasn't for entertainment itself, it didn't knock it out of the water. But I'll also give it a 4 out of 5. Length was about 4 out of 5, or no, 3 out of 5, I would say. And storytelling, I think I would honestly put 5 out of 5 for this. Right? It was gripping. It was touching. It was certainly quite sad. So I would say that's worth 5 out of 5. Now, notice how we've got then these markers, these landmarks, that then they've turned white to indicate, okay, you've completed the quest there. That therefore means that either I've missed one here, right? I've missed one there. I think I've missed one there. I've missed one there. So let's just go back. I'm just going to check this area down here. Because I know that I think in the last, it must have been in the last stream, we ran down here. Exactly, and this was all just overrun. Let's just check yeah, let's go over this way. Ah, okay. So there is certainly, there's the main quest marker. I think I'm going to be dismounted. I'm just going to keep running along this road, which leads into there. No, but I don't see anything there. That's the harborage. Yeah, and again, that's a main quest, and there wasn't anything there either.
Red Rook helped the Lion Guard
Okay.
at Eaglesbrook.
So,
I hope the soldiers double-check their supplies afterwards.
yes, I helped someone. I didn't hear the rest of what you said. Okay, then we're going to go check up here. Or not check up here. We're going to go to the Way Shrine. Because then the last place I want to check is up here. So we'll go here. And then go to the north, I believe, immediately. No, not quite. Almost. I mean, here are some thorns. So you would think, yeah, that this is essentially leading into... Okay, we've got a main quest here. Right there, leading into...
The weird tree is dying.
Yeah, the weird tree. Yeah, this is then a main quest, and then you pass, by essentially completing this quest, you pacify all of these aggressive animals. So you can't go in here, I don't think. You have to, or yeah, you can, as long as you've gotten to the main quest. Okay, no, I think, so we've altogether completed 26 of them. I think this is, you've got to have a main quest there, main quest there, main quest, and main quest, main quest, main quest. So I think we've actually completed everything from what I can tell, at least. I will, of course, like I said, I'm going to look at getting a add-on just to double check that we have indeed completed everything before we wrap up for the area. But it certainly seems like we've done everything, right? That's pretty exciting. So I would say altogether we've completed the side quests of Glenumbra. Perhaps. Maybe we're missing one or two. If that's the case, then fine. But I think what we're going to do next time then, because we've got our list, if we have to complete one or two more, then we'll do that. That's fine. But then we've otherwise got our list of 26 or so side quests. I see one right there as well. I wonder if there's anything there. Because maybe there are 30 altogether or something. But we've got our list of side quests. And so I think what we're going to do in the next stream is then actually go through the quests. I've been essentially taking note of them on the side, and then I want to show all of you what that ranking was, what then the top quests were, and what the most boring quests were. Okay? But that's what we're going to do next time. And so I'm going to call it here for the evening. But thank you all for joining. You can see we've really got a lot explored in Glenumbra now. I mean, effectively 100%ed the side quests, but if we were to go through the zone quests and such, that would easily be another major section to go through. But next time we'll go through the actual ranking, highlight the best of the best and the not so best. But until then, take care, everyone. Like, subscribe if you can, and we'll see you all then at the next stream. Take care, everyone.